everyone, and welcome to In Conversation with Himali. My guest today, Vijaya Mohan, is an Indian Singaporean renowned and acclaimed Rangoli artist. She holds the Guinness World Book of Records for the largest Rangoli in the world and additionally holds more than 34 Singapore records in various categories. Singapore-trained art therapist and a special educator with 15 years of experience in the field of health, therapy, and the arts. She has worked with children with autism in a school setting and is doing voluntary work in art therapy in various organizations like the Institute of Mental Health, Rehab for Elderly, Seniors Activity Centers, and in the Singapore's Girls Home. She is experienced in working with children affected by the tsunami in Sri Lanka and special schools in India. She's currently working with special needs children and conducts workshops on art therapy for school teachers, social workers, school counselors, parents of special children, and for the dormitory workers in Singapore. Vijaya, thank you so much for being with us today and welcome to this show.
Thank you.
I would
I'm
like.
so happy that I got the opportunity to talk to you.
Thank you very much, Vijaya. You're being so humble. Could you share with us a bit more about your background and your passion for Rangoli?
Actually, born and brought up in Sri Rangam, it's my hometown.
Mhm.
I started learning from my mom from the age of 5, and I started doing. And but after coming to Singapore, I had interest. I just do every time, and then whenever anybody does any new thing, I will come and draw, learn, practice everything. But in Mumbai, I used to draw every day outside my house. There is a lecturer above my house, and she used to take me to all the conferences, all the places, um, Vidhan Sabha, and then museum everywhere in Mumbai. Also, I have drawn when I was there. And
Okay.
then after coming to Singapore, I started very elaborately. Like I started teaching Rangoli. Also, I was a school teacher. Started my career as school teacher here
Oh,
in
is that
Singapore.
right? Okay.
Kindergarten school, because my son was in kindergarten, so I thought I should also like support him. Then I started studying, because whenever you do something here you have to prove, you have the certificate. So I did diploma in teaching, kindergarten teaching, diploma in administrative management, everything, because I wanted to start my own kindergarten. Then later on I got fascinated by autism. So I did diploma in special education, diploma in autism, everything I studied. I was
Wow.
working as a teacher in the school. Morning I'll go to work, and evening I'll come and go to study, and then night I will sit and do the rangoli. And then, because here in hotels and all the Deepavali museums everywhere, they want to keep it on the carpet. Same time it should look like rangoli, but it should not spoil the carpet.
Right.
So I
Wow.
used to paste everything and then go on display. Some places they call live demo, everything. So
Mhm.
I was like managing many things at a time.
Amazing, amazing. That is so interesting. And coming to a different country and showcasing an art which belongs to another country is quite creditable. And for my viewers, I would like you to know that she had the privilege and honor of drawing her rangolis in the presence of the previous president of Singapore, that is Mr. S.R. Nathan, and the current president, Dr. Tony Tan. Even the minister mentor, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, and the Prime Minister of Singapore, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong. Overseas assignments include Mauritius, USA, Vietnam, Brunei, Dubai, and India. My goodness. Vijaya also conducts classes and workshops in Rangoli and is actively promoting this traditional Indian art form for the past 20 years in Singapore. Which, yeah, that's so outstanding, really. Could you share with us about your journey as an art therapist, please?
Yeah, because I started when I was working with children with autism, I found they can communicate through art. Though they are not able to express, but they can show through things in art, everything. So I wanted to study, but the course was not available in Singapore. That
Okay.
time it came only in 2006 and 7. So I immediately joined La Salle and then studied 2 years master's degree at the age of 48.
Amazing. Wow. Wow.
I was so driven, like I have to help the children. I have to help the people with special needs, and then the parents, they can at least communicate and know what the children are trying to express everything, because
Sure.
most of the times, we won't know what is in their mind and what is in their heart.
Mm-hmm.
That is why me and my husband started a center. We run Sunday school. It's called Pure Heart Recreation Center, where
Okay.
we teach the special needs whatever they want to learn. You want to learn dance? Okay, I teach you dance at your own pace. You want to learn music? Okay, we will teach you music. You want to learn basketball? Okay, we will teach you. So we will learn, and then we will teach them step by step, so that they are able to achieve something what they want to do in their life. Because we most of the time focus only on the normal people, and then
Yeah.
think that the special needs don't have ability. No, they have lot of ability, only the communication problem. That is why we are not able to understand them fully. They have lot of potential and they have lot of abilities,
Yes.
especially after teaching them music and all. No, I have actually staged them many times. Whenever there is a Diwali show, I used to like make them go up on the stage. Me and my husband will go up with them to give them courage, and then sing with them, dance with them. Like,
Wow. 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 So, how did this idea of doing something for the autistic children come to you?
actually, it is actually, I thank to my very, very close friend. She was working in autism center, and actually I had a major surgery on my head.
Ah.
And then here, no, actually this side got paralyzed and came back. So
Oh.
that time, the doctor told me, you cannot work anywhere, you cannot do anything. The whole thing was like bandaged, everything. So after remove the bandage, all those things, they say 6 months you cannot go to work, or you cannot do anything. But I couldn't sit at home, so I used to go and volunteer in my friend's autism school.
Oh. Okay.
Then I got very fascinated. No, no, no. I resigned my job in the normal school immediately, and then I joined the special school, and then started my journey. Like first I joined, then I worked, then after 1 year I did the course. Yeah, and then after 6 years I found the art therapy, and then started doing art therapy. Now I'm doing a rangoli in a therapeutic way in all the hospitals, old age home, everywhere. That is why I
Wow.
call it Singa Rangoli.
Wow. 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 So I'm sure you must have faced challenges. So, what was your biggest challenge, that you faced as an art therapist?
As an art therapist, biggest challenge
Mhm.
so far, no. When I was working with the my first patient, actually, if I must first client, I should not say patient. No, I don't.
Mhm.
I don't like the word. Like they're all clients. Like they're all people. So what? He was a general manager of oil and gas company, but he had a stroke and dementia, and
Oh.
also severe stroke. He couldn't talk, and then
Oh.
he had a heart attack. He had many complications, and he
Okay.
was not communicating with anybody, and he was sitting in a corner in an old rehab center.
Mhm.
So the first my manager, like supervisor, told me, can you try and do something with him, because he is not like communicating. He's not like, we are
Right.
not able to do anything with him. Like, so I started talking to him, and slowly I started drawing in front of him. Like, I learned little bit of background, then I started drawing world map, and then drawing. He likes coffee very much, his wife told me. So I
Oh.
started drawing coffee cup with the coffee, like different shapes of cups, everything. And he
Okay.
started slowly talking through art.
Oh,
He couldn't
really?
speak. He couldn't speak. So once I finish drawing, then I will ask him questions. Oh, you like coffee. So how many coffees you drink? You like this coffee, that coffee, like that. So he will pull the paper, and then he started drawing with left, and then he will like write something and then show me,
Wow.
like this one I like very much. Then slowly it took about 3 to 4 months for me to work with him. And then he started communicating. Suddenly I became very sick and lot of money is spent on my medical.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to look after my children.
Right.
I need help. I'm not able to do anything. My wife is also not working.
Wow.
Then I spoke to the manager, and then we found a social service to help them, family service and to help their family.
Mm-hmm.
And then now the children are okay.
Oh,
But
that's wonderful.
very,
So,
very sad thing is after everything, no, he passed away because he again
oh,
fell down.
oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So, would you say that,
Yeah.
because of the art therapy, people tend to come out with whatever they have been, keeping inside their hearts? Is
Yeah.
it right?
See, actually nowadays, like people don't like to, even though they smile outside, they have lot of things here because each and every human being need art therapy. So
Yes.
what whenever I do, I tell them to scribble. I don't tell them draw this, draw that, everything. I
Right.
tell them to scribble from the way they pick up the color, they sit and they scribble. I can tell you the characteristics of the person.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
So
That's
and
very.
then slowly they will open up. Oh, like this, like this. Then I tell them draw three doors like past, present, and future. So if you open the door, what is going to come? That will show their anticipation. Are they planning anything or they are not planning anything? Mainly, I use this for youth and the um,
Mhm.
people in career, mid career, so that
Okay.
they can express. Or if they have not done anything, at least they can plan something.
Right, lovely. So you volunteer with many organizations. Can you share with us what kind of work do you do? Because I understand that with the autism children, what you do, and what other kind of volunteering work do you do?
I actually work from 3 years to 93 years. I have actually worked from,
What?
yeah, kindergarten because I am MOE approved, National Arts Council approved artist. So I teach art in schools, primary
Okay.
school, secondary school, junior college, university, and then everywhere I teach as a subject. Like I take Rangoli and then I like teach them for 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Some people simple workshop, some people one workshop.
Okay.
Apart from Rangoli, I also teach all the Indian arts like pot painting, henna, toran making, flower making, um, Varli painting, fabric painting, everything I teach. Like,
Wow. So did you learn all this while you were in India? I mean, did it?
I like as I have an interest for art and I have flair for art.
Mhm.
But if I want to know something, I immediately try it out. Now,
Right.
my recent trend is I draw rangoli with two hands, both the hands.
What? Really?
Yeah, I draw with two hands
Wow.
simultaneously.
All right. And I've heard that you do something called a clap therapy. Could you tell us
Yeah,
about
clapping
that? And
therapy.
maybe
Actually,
try us
my daughter was in Abu Dhabi, and
Uh-huh.
then I went there for the first delivery. So I was sitting at home. I was very curious. I was like browsing. I
Mhm.
thought clapping is a therapy. Then I started learning and reading and all the articles, whoever has written around the world, whatever they have written, everything, and I started trying it out. And it gave
Really?
me like a lot of change. I could see the change in me. So 3 years I spent in reading all those things, and then I found a master in India. His name is called Arun Rushi. He
Okay.
practices clapping past about 30-40 years, and then he has been doing with everybody, like most of the office,
Okay.
corporate, everywhere he go and teaches everything. So I wrote to him and I spoke to him. I want to come and learn and get the certificate course. He said, no, no need for you to travel from Singapore to India. I will teach you online. So I
Wow.
learned everything. Yeah.
That's a
And
so
then I started doing in hospitals since 3-4 years. I'm doing in all the hospitals with cancer patients, stroke and dementia patients, and then patients who are just in the hospital for a week. They
Mhm.
after the surgery or after their treatment, everything, they are just relaxing. For them also I do.
So if I request you, could you show us something, for my viewers if say they are stressed out? What can they do in this clapping therapy? Can you just give us a little?
Like I first teach them finger exercises. I teach them like acupressure points, like how they press everything, and then just this one. See, actually,
Okay,
if you see, this is like a head, and then
right.
these two are legs. These two are legs, and these two are hands.
All right, okay.
Yeah, and then this is actually here. Our digestive system is there. All the organs are there in our hands, and then
Okay.
brain, eyes. So all the parts of our body, everything is connected here. So
Oh,
when we clap, we have to clap like this, hand to
right.
hand, palm to palm. That's
Okay.
like that. So we have to clap. And then before clapping, I teach all the here there is an acupressure point. If you have stomach pain, headache, all you have to press
Really?
these points like that. So I learned as like one by one like that. And then if you
So,
do like this, it will help you in your hip joint, all those pain, everything. Here,
really?
when you press the tip, your brain stimulation will be there. Here, the first ring here you press, it connected to your heart.
Oh,
So like that I learned. And then here you press. So each and every finger is like 5 elements like air, gas,
true.
water, all those elements. So you press and release, all those will be balanced in your body. When you
Wow.
clap, the blood circulation improves, your digestive system is very good, and then your BP will like help you in your BP step, make you happy. That is why what I do, I put Bollywood song and then I clap and do all the old people, young people, everybody enjoy.
And how long should one clap?
Actually, you have to do 180 to 360 claps a day. But
Wow.
when you clap and dance, especially during that COVID time, I started in Zoom. I last year, I every day I do 4 to 4:45 my clapping with all the
Okay.
housewives, men sitting at home. Everybody joined. Even people from India and US they joined. They liked it
Wow.
so much. And then I used to do about 40 minutes to 1 hour. And then I
Wow.
started doing with the dorm workers also
Right.
because
Right.
they need some kind of relaxation, everything. And now I'm continuing with the dorm workers. Now, for me, I can do 40 minutes non-stop dancing and clapping.
Dancing also?
Yeah, dancing is actually dancing with clapping, no?
My goodness, this must
It's
be
a
very,
kind
very
of
interesting.
stretching, stretch yourself and then doing. Yeah.
Wow, wow. So, I also know that you even do the laughter therapy. Am I right there?
Yeah,
So,
recently, like I used to do, but I wanted to get the certification course so that I can do help more people. So I did the certification course recently.
if I may dare to ask you, how much education do you carry with you? Constant.
No,
Wow.
I have to do. I'm planning my PhD now.
Oh my goodness. Wishing you all the best for your PhD. And coming back to the laughter therapy. So you do the laughter therapy with patients at the hospital, or do you do it with the dormitory workers? Where do you do it?
Everybody, I in between, like I'll just make them very good, yay! Like, and then we will
Wow.
do coffee laughing, yay, coffee, and then like we do animal laughing, monkey like that, no?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
monkey laughing. So we have animal laughing, game laughing. So like that.
And do people
Whatever
really
they
are
like.
able,
See,
are
for
people,
me, they say you have prescribed clapping, but I see the people in front of me, what they like.
right?
Because for the elderly, for the especially for Chinese people, elderly, all I cannot say monkey and coffee, all those things they don't like.
Okay.
So they like museums. Ooh, museum, like that.
Wow.
Zoom, drink soup, like that. So
Really?
whatever they like, so I adapt. I just Yeah,
Wow.
because even in art therapy, they taught us so many things because we were the first batch, so we were the guinea pigs. So we learned Australian version, American version, UK version, Indian like that so much. But I made amalgamation. I made the Asian version. Like it should
Fantastic.
adapt to the people whom you're doing, and Who is
Sure,
sitting in front of you?
sure. So,
And what is the expectation from them? That is the
right. So Vijaya, COVID has taught us all to stay indoors during these times. How have you conducted your volunteering activities? Because you had to do it from home, right? So how do you
yeah.
manage? Yeah.
I actually like my day was full actually. I used to do clapping therapy, and then two or three private dormitory workers, they didn't have food. So I used to coordinate to the hotels like restaurant to deliver food for them. Personally, my family, we bore all the like expenses, everything around 10 to $15,000. We gave from March, April, May, June 1st we stopped. Breakfast, lunch, dinner we gave. And
Really?
then that coordination I will do. Then I will do clapping therapy. And then after that, every day evening, me and my family, like my two grandchildren, my helper, my daughter, all will do a big rangoli outside and we write the date. So
Wow.
every day, like one rangoli will be there. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything. So they like I didn't have time. So we were very totally packed. And then what I also did, I made a small tile, thank you tile, me and my grandchildren. We wrote in 4 languages.
Okay.
Um, Thank you, Shisheni, Nandri, and Terimakasi. All those things. And then around that, we drew Rangoli design like a small tile and delivered to 6 hospital all the healthcare workers, about
Oh, outstanding.
1,500 tiles. And then I did 200 small tiles, like 1 feet by 1 feet. I created design and then collected about $6,000, gave it to President Challenge.
Wow.
And some Indian students from India, about 10 to 20 children, they couldn't cook, they couldn't go out to eat during circuit breaker,
Right.
and they didn't know what to do. So I'm a volunteer in many temples. So I arranged in the nearby temple where the students are staying. So they go and pick up lunch and dinner, and then they used to
Deliver.
manage for that about 2 3 months. And then Hari Raya, we like me, my family, and the Rotary Club, we collected some goodie bags and then delivered to all the Muslim families, about 20 30 families.
Lovely, lovely. So you basically have helped out. Would I say helped out, or would I say you decided to just dedicate your life towards the society? Am I right? That's outstanding. And
And that time, now every month, like even now, I try to continue, but every month we give food to one home because I go to around 150 to 200 homes in Singapore, and there are some homes they need like some different kind of food. So I managed to arrange like collect some money and then order food in the restaurant and then deliver to 120
so,
30 people. Even for this Tamil New Year next week, my daughter wanted to give food. So nearby there is a dormitory where 300 workers are there. So we are going to donate food for them, like one meal,
so you'll make them
lunch.
celebrate the occasion too. I I, I just want to know this. If anybody wants to be a part of the food drive where they can donate food or the grains or something, is there a way to do that?
Can. They can actually contact me and then I will try to ask, like find out what kind of they want to do. If they want to do directly, I'll just tell them, you want to do for children? I'm a volunteer in Partapis Children Home past 15 years. And then if you want to do for teenagers, I'm a volunteer in girls home, boys home, and then Partapis girls home. You can there. You want to do for senior citizens, there is two homes, Jamia Nursing Home and then a Moral Home for Disabled. There is a
Mhm.
disabled home, like home for disabled people, like adults. About 180 to 190 people are there. So
Oh,
you can donate there. If you want to give in mental hospital, so I will find out from them where you want
okay.
to do, what
So
occasion, what kind of food you want to do. also I give them advice. This is advisable for them. This is not advisable, because certain things we cannot give. You
Sure.
want to give for mental hospital, you cannot give many sweets.
I
Even for
understand.
children, no, they can't.
Okay, so
So
if somebody wants to become a part of this, I would viewers, this is for you all. You can follow the link that I'll be adding on in the description, and you can get in touch with Vijaya Mohan directly and figure out where you can how you can go about doing it. I'll be also adding in her email address, so if anybody wants to get in touch, please get in touch with her directly. Thank you very much, Vijayaji. It is
thank you
such a
so much.
pleasure talking to you. I
Yeah.
would say that no one is more cherished in this world than someone who lightens the burden of another. And Vijaya is doing this selfless action and making this world a beautiful place to live in. Vijaya, thank you so very much for talking
Thank
to
you
us.
so much. My
And
last word is Manava Seva is Madhava Seva. My
love,
father taught me all these things. I used to go with my father, and my daughter also follows. My son also follows. So their children birthday, everything we celebrate in the home.
really? Wow,
Yeah.
wonderful. I was about to say that, would you leave a message for my audience? Would you like to say anything else?
Please, for every interview, I just say, find out the nearest home or nearest place where you can go and volunteer. Just 1 hour a month, or 1 hour a week, or 1 hour. Just go and see. There are a lot of people in the world below us, and like, we are so fortunate that God has given us
Yes,
everything. So we can
yes.
share. At least we can. You cannot monetarily. You need not do anything, because the word, the smile, and the talk, they are longing for that. So
Right.
go and spend time with them and find out what they need, and then help the people in the world.
Beautiful. So, my viewers, that's a beautiful message that she leaves behind for all of us. It definitely gives us a reason to think about how we can do whatever we can, be it small, big.
One more thing I just want to say is,
Yes.
morning 10 o'clock is gone, will not come back. Evening 10 o'clock, sorry, evening 11 o'clock, what's going to happen, we don't know.
Yeah.
So live every second, and every second positively, and help others. That's it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so very, very much, Vijayaji. It has been a complete pleasure talking to you and
Thank
wishing you all the best for your PhD as well as to continue doing whatever you're doing. Thank you so much.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.